The Wizards lost the first two games of this series against the Milwaukee Bucks, but have since won 3 in a row, including a Game 5 win in Milwaukee. Now up 3-2, the Wizards are 1 win away from pulling off a huge upset as we are back in DC for Game 6 of this Eastern Conference quarterfinals matchup. The Wizards host the Milwaukee Bucks in this elimination game, hoping to pull off what would be a monumental upset over Giannis and the Bucks, who were definitely favored to potentially get back to the finals this season if they could get past teams like the Celtics, but it seems as if they've overlooked the Wizards a bit. So there was concern that Daniel Gafford wouldn't be playing in this game. He is active and he is in the starting lineup. Both of these teams have the same starting lineups that they've had over the past few games, and now the Wizards will try to pull off this upset over Milwaukee as we start Game 6 from DC. Can the Bucks stay alive and force a Game 7, or will the Wizards win their first playoff series since 2017? The Bucks win the tip, and here we go as Giannis takes it up, working against Porzingis, who gives him a little space initially, now engages him, and now Giannis trying to get to the bucket, backs him down, tries to get the turnaround hook to go, but Porzingis blocks it. But after the Wizards miss, now the Bucks have the ball back. Giannis working against Gafford this time, passes inside to Middleton, and the Bucks get the first points of the game. So now here are the Wizards. Bradley Beal waiting on a pick from Porzingis, gets it, and he's going to drive past Lopez, and he gets a bucket, and we're tied at 2. So 2 minutes into the game, Porzingis swings it over to DeJounte Murray. And he's working against Holiday here. Murray drives inside, and Middleton with a big flop, and nobody was going to call that. The Bucks use a timeout early on, and they get some free throws to tie it up at 4. Now here's Murray working against Walker. He's going to drive inside, and he slams it down. Giannis got there super late, and the Wizards take the lead back. Huge dunk there by DeJounte Murray. So now here's Holiday. Pulls up. He gets blocked by Porzingis. Rebounded by Gafford. And now here come the Wizards. Porzingis takes it in, and he's going to lay it up. No foul called there, but the Wizards now have a 4-point lead. So now here's Murray getting the pick from Porzingis. Drives in, and Porzingis is wide open. Great feed from Murray, and Porzingis sinks the triple as the Bucks use a timeout, their second of the game. So now Beal drives in, working against Giannis, kicks it back out to Porzingis. Mid-range jumper, no good, rebounded by Middleton. Here come the Bucks. Middleton going to pass it to Giannis. He's working against Porzingis and Gafford now, but now Lopez wide open for 3, and he hits a 3 right back to make it a 4-point game once again. So now we're just approaching the halfway mark in the first quarter. Beal going to pull up for 3, and he gets his own 3 to go in, and the Wizards are back up by 7. So now Porzingis working against Portis here, and he nearly loses it. Here's Kuzma, passes inside to Porzingis, and he just barely gets it off, getting Portis and Giannis to both jump, and he gets the bucket. Bucks hit a couple of free throws as Denny shoots the 3, no good. Rebounded by Joe Ingles, who's into the game now. Ingles gonna push it, and Middleton passes inside to Portis, who gets the hoop and the harm. Vernon Carey called for the foul as he's getting a little more playing time with Gafford injured. And the Bucks make it a 2-point game. Now Earl Jenkins going to pass out to Denny. He shoots the 3 from the wing, and it goes in. And the Wizards take a 5-point lead once again. Now here's Wright working against George Hill. Passes over to Jenkins. Hands it back to Wright. He's going to get the double clutch to go in, and the Wizards are back up by 7 now. So now Hill nearly coughs it up there. Now Ingles going to pull up for 3. No good. Rebounded by Portis. He gets it to Gay, passes over to Hill. He shoots the 3, and it's in. And it's a 4-point game with about 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Now Ibaka coughs it up this time. Jenkins able to poke it free. And now Wright picks it up, and DeLon Wright going to slam it down to make it a 6-point game. So great play overall by both Jenkins and Wright. Just being heads up there. So now Gay working his way inside. And he's going to kick it back out to Ibaka, who's wide open for 3, and he hits it to make it a 3-point game. People forget that the Bucks have a lot of bigs who can shoot 3s, including Ibaka. That's just kind of par for the course for the NBA now, as Gay working against Denny. gets right to the hoop, and now it's a 1-point game. Bucks look to take the lead here as Hill drives in, working his way around, and Carey just oversteps there, and Hill gives the Bucks their first lead since early on in the first quarter. So now Wright working inside, kicks it back out to Jenkins. Now over to Barton, who pulls up from the corner, and he hits the three, and the Wizards take the lead back. So now waning moments of the first quarter, and here is Gay pulling up for three, and it's no good. So the Wizards will go into the second quarter with a 2-point lead over Milwaukee. And the Bucks are missing their fair share of shots early on in this game. And if they want to extend this series, they're going to have to find their shot at this point. As we begin the second, Murray has the ball now, working against Holiday, gives it to Porzingis. And he's going to pass inside, and Murray able to get free and slams it in to make it a 4-point game. Just a great pass from Porzingis. These two definitely have developed a lot of chemistry since Murray got traded over here from Atlanta. So now Middleton passes over. Lopez gets free off of a pick. Can't make the three. Giannis gets the rebound. And Kuzma tries to defend him, but Giannis is able to get the bucket regardless. That's just a great play from Giannis. You can't really hate on Kuzma for that one. As Beal pulls up for three, no good. Rebounded by Giannis, and here come the Bucks in transition. Giannis passes it over. Lonnie Walker open for three, and he hits it, and the Bucks have the lead once again. Now Porzingis working against Lopez in the paint. Gets him to jump. Porzingis tries a hook, no good. Rebounded by Lopez. And again, the Bucks are in transition. Here is Holiday. Passes inside to Walker, working against Beal. Porzingis there to help. And now Giannis wide open for three, and it's good. And again, Giannis isn't a great three-point shooter, but if you leave him wide open, he can hit some of them. Wizards use a timeout now, and now they look to regroup. Murray takes a Steph Curry range three, no good. And now Middleton off the rebound is going to take it up. Now Giannis. Man, Kispert just got caught off guard there, and Giannis slams it in. The Bucks have a 6-point lead now. Murray gets a pick from Porzingis. Passes inside, and Porzingis tried to slam it in there. It went in, but it wasn't the prettiest effort there. It was more or less of a layup here. As Giannis drives in, Porzingis gets caught slipping, and Giannis slams it in once again. So now here's Kispert off the pass, working against Middleton. Trying to get past him, passes over to Kuzma, who has to get it off, and Kuzma hits the deep two. The Bucks now on the 12-4 run. Now here's Holiday, passes over, and now Lopez pulls up for three. Kuzma gets there late, and Lopez makes it a 7-point game. But now Porzingis looks to get the Wizards back into this one. And he probably could have made it in without the mid-air adjustment, but I guess he wanted some style points there. Regardless, it's a 5-point game now. Now Murray working inside, lays it up, no good, rebounded by Middleton. And now here come the Bucks, who have been doing great in transition, as Holiday drives inside working against Beal. Hits a little spin move, and he gets the bucket to go in. So the Wizards just need to find some defense here, as the Bucks have really turned it on here in the second quarter. Corey Kispert from the corner hits the three off the feed from Porzingis. So now it's a 4-point game. Giannis working against Denny. Gets it over to Ingles, and now he's going to swing it over to Walker. And now the pass to Portis. Gafford covering him. Bucks doing a good job of moving the ball, and there's the alley-oop to Giannis. Kispert just could not defend it, and it's a 6-point game. Now Beal pulls up. No good. Rebounded by Portis. Here come the Bucks, and again, they have been killing it in transition so far in this game. Giannis nearly loses it there. Working against Denny. Denny gets there late, and it's a bucket for Giannis once again. So now, here's Beal. Pulls up for three, and he can't make it. Rebounded by Ingles. The Wizards have gone ice cold for the most part in the second quarter, as Giannis, he's going to get by Kispert and gets yet another bucket on him. Wizards are down by 10 now as they burn their second timeout of the game. And they have to find some defense here, and they have to find some buckets as well. Beal pulls up for three. Portis with good defense, but Beal's still able to hit the three. And now a 9-point game with 3.5 to go in the first half. Kispert drives inside, and he slams it down. So now a 7-point game. And here's Hill working against Beal. Passes inside to Giannis. He's working against Denny, and Giannis gets the n1 as Denny fouls him from behind, and now it's 53-42 with about 2 minutes to go. Wright takes it inside. Can't get the bucket to go. Giannis gets the rebound over Jenkins. And now Giannis takes it in as Barton tries to take a charge. And now it's a 13-point lead for the Bucks. They really want to get this series back to Milwaukee for a Game 7. Here's a pass out to Wright. Shoots the three. That goes in. So now a 10-point game. Now after Bucks free throws, it's a 12-point game again. But now Denny can't get the layup to go. Carey goes back up with it after the rebound, and he gets his first bucket of the game. So now Wizards just have to keep getting the stops. They get one on the previous possession as Wright takes it in, kicks it back out to Carey, who swings it over to Jenkins, who takes a three, and it goes in. Jenkins is not really a three-point shooter, but that one falls for him. And now the Wizards get the last possession of the first half. Wright kicks it out to Barton, takes the three, and it goes in with 1 second to go. The Wizards now trail by 4, and Joe Ingles is not going to get a shot off. So after being down by 13 late in the third quarter, the Wizards cut their deficit down to 4 as we head to halftime. 57-53 is your score after the first 24. We'll have to see if the Wizards can duplicate their performance from the first quarter defensively and not have a repeat of the second quarter. Wizards have the ball to start the third quarter as Murray drives inside. Pretty good defense there from Holiday as Porzingis has the ball working against Giannis. Kicks it back out to Murray. There's a pump fake. And he's going to try to get to the bucket. And he gets the bucket and the foul as Lopez comes over, picks up his first foul of the game. And now it's a 1-point game. Giannis drives inside and Gafford tries his best to stop him. But just too much momentum for Giannis there as Beal comes back with a slam of his own as he's up to 10 points now. And it's a 1-point game. Bucks now in transition here. And pass inside to Walker. Beal gets there late, and it's another bucket for Milwaukee. So it's a 3-point game here. Kuzma working against Middleton. And gets the turnaround layup to go in. Kuzma's had a really quiet game so far. Really has been quiet for the most part in this series. As Giannis goes back at Porzingis. Gets another bucket. Giannis trying to put the team on his back at this point. As Beal gets a pick from Gafford. And he's going to kick it inside to Gafford. He's going to get his first bucket of the game. The fact that he's even playing right now with his rib injury, I mean, you just got to give him a lot of credit. As Holiday takes it in, Porzingis unable to block that one. These two teams going back and forth in this third quarter as Walker passes inside to Middleton. He's working against Murray, and he's able to get the hook shot to go in. And now it's a 5-point lead for Milwaukee. Now here's Beal working against Walker. Tries to get to the bucket, and he finds a way inside, and he's going to lay it up, and it's good, as it's now a 3-point game. Now Giannis working against Porzingis, drives inside, and he slams it in on Porzingis, makes it a 5-point game. Giannis up to 30 points now, as here's the drive by Murray. He's able to adjust midair and get the bucket to go in. These two teams going back and forth in the third quarter, lighting up the scoreboard. Now it's a 4-point game. Kispert works his way around. He's going to pass it over to Beal. Beal working against Walker. Gets a pick from Porzingis. Shoots the three, and it's in. So now it's a 1-point game, 71-70, as Holiday tries to take it in on Kuzma. Passes back to Lopez. Porzingis gets there late, and Lopez has what I believe is his third three of the game. So now here is Murray driving inside, and he's going to slam it down. He's up to 13 points in the game as Milwaukee burns a timeout to talk about it. So now here's Murray, kicks it back out to Beal. He gets his man to jump, gets right by Ingles, and he's going to slam it in, and we are tied at 74 now. These two teams have really lit up the scoreboard, as I mentioned. And now a steal by Beal as he's going to take it up as the Wizards run in transition. And now Beal takes it in himself, works against Portis, and he's able to get the bucket to go with a mid-air adjustment. And the Wizards have the lead now, 76-74. Beal gets the pass, gets a couple of picks, passes it back out to Barton, who shoots it, and the deep two goes in. It's 78-74. So now Middleton drives inside, and he lays it up, and it goes in. So the Bucks trying to stay afloat in this one. Now a 4-point lead for the Wizards. Beal pulls up. He gets the bucket from the circle. And now it's a 6-point game. And now Holiday takes it in. It's Olay defense being played by both teams so far in the second half. And now Portis swings it over to Ingles. He works against Barton. Passes it over to Gay, who pulls up for three, and it goes in. So now it's a 3-point deficit for the Wizards. And now Beal gets the inbound pass. Now the pass inside. Jenkins slams it down. And the Wizards and Bucks just continue to go back and forth, and they're just pouring it on here. Gay lays it up, getting past Denny. And now it's a 3-point game. Now a minute 30 to go in the third quarter. Beal drives inside, kicks it back out. Vernon Carey going to shoot a three, and it goes in for him. He's not a good 3-point shooter either. But we saw Jenkins make one earlier, and now Carey has one. Now Beal working against Gay, and he gets the bucket to go in. Beal up to 25 points now in this game. And now Ingles kicks it back out to Gay, looking for some revenge, and he gets the three to go in. And it's a 5-point game. Now, final moments of the third quarter. Beal gets a pick, shoots the three, and it goes in. Bradley Beal had an absolutely huge third quarter as the Wizards have an 8-point lead going into the fourth. And they are 1 quarter away from pulling off the upset and beating the Bucks as Porzingis pulls up from mid-range and he gets it to go in. 10-point lead for the Wizards. Remember, this is an elimination game. So if the Wizards can hold on and win this one, they will move on to the second round. But there's a bucket for the Bucks now. But now Murray passes inside to Porzingis, and he slams it with authority. That was a powerful dunk. He really wanted to send a message with that one. And now it's a 10-point game. Let's pass over to Ingles. He's going to work against Barton, passes it back out to Ibaka, shoots the three, and it's in. So now a 7-point game. The Bucks are not going away quietly. So now Danny pulls up for three. That goes in for the Wizards, and now it's a 10-point game. Now a 12-point game with 8 minutes to go as Middleton takes it in, blocked by Porzingis, and now the Wizards are in transition. Now here is Murray working his way around. Gets inside, passes back out to Porzingis, who shoots the three. That goes in. And now the Wizards have a 15-point lead with just over 6 minutes to go. Now Murray gets a pick. He's going to pass inside to Gafford, who's going to slam it in. Gafford with his second bucket of the game. And again, this man, you guys probably heard me say it multiple times. I'm going to say it again. He's playing with bruised ribs, and he is just doing an amazing job at the moment with the limited play he's really getting. Middleton shoots the three over Denny, and that goes in. So now it's a 14-point deficit for the Bucks. Here's Murray getting a pick from right. Drives inside, and he's going to slam it in. The Bucks defense is just absolutely blowing this game right now. Giannis working against Porzingis. He's going to drive it in, and he gets the bucket to go in. I don't know how he did that, but he does so, and he draws the foul. Giannis with 35 now. 14-point game still. Porzingis gets double-teamed. Murray pulls up for three. That goes in, and it's a 17-point lead for the Wizards. And now Beal drives inside, kicks it back out to Porzingis. Now he's getting double-teamed, passes to Denny. Denny swings it over. Murray with a pump fake, pulls up mid-range, and he goes in. 20 points now for Murray. And now things looking very grim for the Bucks here as Middleton throws the alley-oop. Lopez gets it. Now Walker shoots the three. And no free tacos for Wizards fans tonight as the Bucks are over 100 points. But I'm sure they'll take the series victory over the free tacos. Porzingis misses the three. And 3 minutes to go, crazier things have happened. Giannis shoots a three, and that goes in. So the Bucks not going away quietly here. They're down by 13 with 3 minutes to go. Now Murray passes inside. Porzingis nearly loses it. Gets it back, and he's going to put it up. And he makes it a 15-point game once again. The Wizards shooting 57% from the field here in this game. Now Porzingis works against Lopez. He's trying to put this game away under 2 minutes to go. He gets Lopez to jump, and he gets the hook shot to go in. And with a minute to go, the Wizards are now up by 15. This game is over. Porzingis pulls up for three as the shot clock expires, and it goes in. And the Wizards will win this series 4-2 over the second-seeded Milwaukee Bucks. What a huge upset. 128-112 is your final here in Game 6. And I'm not going to lie to you folks, after the Wizards went down 2-0, I was pretty confident that the Bucks were going to end up winning this series, but This Wizards team really worked their tails off to win this one, as Bradley Beal has 28 points, 5 assists, 2 steals in this one. Kristaps Porzingis, 25 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 8 blocks. DeJounte Murray had 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists in this one. And some pretty big contributions off the bench. Of course, Jenkins and Wright each had 9 points. Denny as a starter had 8 points and 7 rebounds. And Daniel Gafford, probably with the most gutsy performance out of anybody, 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals with a rib injury. Giannis did what he could to get the Bucks to win this game, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough. He had 40 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, but he didn't get a whole lot of help from anybody else. Rudy Gay had 14, Lopez had a double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds, and Khris Middleton had 11. Middleton, Walker, and Holiday combined to shoot 11 of 33 from the field in this game, and that's not what you want from your role players in a critical Game 6. I mean, Giannis did everything he could in this entire series. It just wasn't meant to be. He didn't get a whole lot of help, and now go into the offseason with some questions. But the Wizards will move on to the second round, and they'll be battling the Cleveland Cavaliers, who won their series against the Hawks. And they're led by Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Jarrett Allen, just to name a few. Kevin Love is probably going to miss this entire series due to an injury. Mitchell's probably going to be good to go. He does have a bruised right heel, but he's been playing through it. But Kevin Love has a broken jaw, so he's going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks and will probably miss this entire series. The Cavaliers did win the season series 2-1, so we'll have to see how that plays into this series. As we take a look at the rest of the games in the conference semifinals, you have the Pelicans taking on the Warriors, and then the Trailblazers taking on the Mavericks in the West, and the other Eastern Conference matchup is going to be the Boston Celtics taking on the Chicago Bulls, who ended up beating the Sixers 4-3. So some shocking upsets in the first round. Of course, we had the Mavericks beat the Grizzlies. Then you had the Trailblazers beat the Clippers as well, which was a big shocker. And of course, us beating Milwaukee probably shocked some people as well. But can we continue the magic as we take on the Cavaliers? You'll just have to keep on watching to find out.